Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy E2 Blue coming back at you again. I know it's been a couple of days or whatever, but you know, schedule conflicts, and hey, it's the off season. I know some of you guys probably checked out and things of that nature. People doing different things this off season, watching the American Alliance League football. People doing more things with their family because football season is not here. But hey, as a YouTuber, I'm still here. Other Cowboy YouTubers are still here. We're still doing our thing. But happy Sunday, everybody. Real quick, off base. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I cut like 3 inches off of my locks, so they're hella short right now than what they normally are because they used to be down my back. But yeah, they're short now, so it's adjustment, getting used to that, I guess. But either way, so as we head into this off season, even more so, as we edge closer to the March free agency where players are going all over the place and, you know, getting bidded. You know, these guys, it's a lot of good guys that are on free agency this year that could be picked up by teams, and a lot of them, let's be honest, they're going to be overpaid, but that's just how the market goes for the NFL. I spoke in the last video about the salary cap going up almost 10 mil for this upcoming season, which is a good thing for teams. But you know, Dallas looks like they're going to have much more money this offseason than they have before, which is a great thing. But again, it's still, you still have to be smart about your money, regardless if you have $12 million under your cap or you have 70, 80 mil, where the Cowboys could potentially have. Now, there's some moves that they do need to make. I know that Sean Lee is one of them. They need to figure out what they're going to do with him, whether they're going to actually release him to lower that cap, or they're going to restructure, well, I guess contract is over at this point, but give him another contract that's smaller, something. He's definitely going to take a pay cut. We already know that. He said that he was going to do that because he still wants to be a part of this team. He wants to be very much in the fold of the team, and I'm cool with that, as long as he gets paid less. But the key player right now, and the most important right now, DeMarcus Lawrence. DeMarcus Lawrence, yes, he's a defensive guy. He's an edge rusher for this team, but he means a lot to this team in the aspect of how things are going with the flow of this team. Think about it. He is the leader of this Dallas Cowboys defense, the leader of those hot boys. You know, with how young this roster is, it's imperative to have somebody that's there to be like, okay, look, we need to stay focused. We need to do this. We need to do that. Things of that nature. And, you know, he's done pretty well with that. The Cowboys look like they're going to franchise tag him yet again this offseason. And, you know, just looking at the news article about it, I just look at this. In my opinion, I think it's because you got to pay Dak Prescott. And I think Dak Prescott, to me, a good contract for Dak Prescott would be something between $18 and $22 million, $70 million over the time, maybe a 3 to 5. I would say a 5-year contract. So if you have a 5-year contract and he's getting paid like 18 mil or something, I'm not great with math, but if he gets paid 18 mil a year for a 5-year contract, I think that's like a $70-something million overall. That's not a bad contract for him, and I think that would be good for him. But again, you look at these other quarterbacks and what they're garnishing right now, it's, you know. But as far as DeMarcus Lawrence goes, you got to lock him up. And the Cowboys would be stupid to allow him to go into free agency because somebody will pick him up first day, first hour, first second that free agency opens up. Because in my opinion, he's, if not he's one of the top free agent guys out here. And, you know, with the Cowboys this year, he's done great things. He ended the season with 10.5 sacks in 15 games, mind you. 63 quarterback pressures, and he made his second Pro Bowl. Also, too, you look at the overall grades, because, you know, at the end of every season, they do overall grades on players. So he's at 89.5 rating, which is 7th among all of the edge rushers this league that were rated. So he definitely was disruptive on our team this year. He did a lot of great things for the Dallas Cowboys. Again, they would be stupid for letting him go. So again, they're going to franchise tag him again. But the thing about it is they can put the franchise tag on him, which will probably be even higher than the 17, 18 mil he was getting last year. Is he going to sign it? Is the question, because he already made it clear that he didn't want to be franchise tagged. He wanted the full contract, which I don't blame him. But me personally, you give me 18, 19 mil a year, almost about a million a game, a million a week, bruh. Just give me that money. I get franchised every year. I don't care, but I understand the aspect, because players want that loyalty. They want to know that the team cares. They want the team. They want to feel like, okay, I'm locked into a multi-year contract. It's more of the aesthetics of it than anything. You know, it's more of that than it is about the money. Because yeah, you probably get more money in a 1 year without the contract, but the teams want to know that you value them. Now, they're not trying to franchise tag him because they don't care about him. They're trying to franchise tag him because they're trying to figure out the best way, money-wise, to be able to sign him, get Dak Prescott, get Amari Cooper, get Ezekiel Elliott, get Byron Jones, and some other pieces that you might want to keep, and to maybe get Earl Thomas. Now, we had the conversation about Earl Thomas. Now, I don't like to talk about Earl Thomas. You guys know that. I don't really talk about Earl Thomas much, because I'm a type person, I'm just fed up with the whole argument about him. I've stated my opinion on it. I think he's a great safety. I think he would be great for the Dallas Cowboys if he was here. But I'm not going to speak on him until it happens, because it's no point in keep talking about the speculation if it's not going to happen. I don't give a damn that he moved his family to Austin and enrolled his kids in school. Austin is what, 2.5 hours, 2 hours away from Dallas. Now, I know this for a fact. I don't live in Texas. I live in Maryland. But when I did go to Texas 1 year in the off season, I visited Austin, and I actually drove from where we were at our hotel to Dallas to tour the stadium. That first year that I actually went, which was, I think that was a year after, it was a year after the stadium opened. So, but yeah, so I've done the drive, so I know you're not really commuting, so it really doesn't matter. Like that all that news is hearsay. I don't care about none of that. If Earl Thomas comes to the Cowboys, they decide to give him a contract, I'm happy. I'll be happy, but I'm not going to speak on it outside of that. The only thing I'm going to say is, if the Cowboys are looking at Earl Thomas, they can sign him. But just so you know, Earl Thomas has already said that he wants money. So with, you know, he was getting 10 mil last year. I don't know if he's going to accept that same contract, and I don't know if the Cowboys can afford that. But first of all, they have to figure out in-house. So it starts with DeMarcus Lawrence. You get your quarterback, get your running back, get your corner, your wide receiver. Get you guys locked up. These are your core players. These are going to be the guys that's going to play for your team for the foreseeable future. So you want to make sure that you lock these guys up. So let me know what you guys think about that. DeMarcus Lawrence getting franchise tagged again. We know that I had a feeling that was going to happen, because I just didn't think that they were going to be able to lock him up with a full contract and then figure out what they're going to do with the players. But again, they can give him the franchise tag right now. And I think that might be the narrative too, because that can be a possibility too. I forgot to mention that. So just so you guys know that don't know how that works, if they do franchise tag him right now before free agency starts, it locks him to the point that he's not going into the market. That's the whole purpose of it right now. But they can also, later on in the offseason, they can give him a contract before training camp and figure that out later. And I think that might be what they do. I don't think that he's going to play the whole year on a franchise tag, because I don't think he wants that. But I think the conversation is obviously being had in the background. I'm pretty sure they talked to him about this. This news wouldn't come out without the Cowboys at least talking to DeMarcus Lawrence about something like this, because again, he already stated that how he feels about the franchise tag, and you know, he wants to be on this team for the foreseeable future. But yeah, but that's all I got for right now, guys. Hope you guys are enjoying. I don't know, enjoying the off season, I guess. But I miss interacting with you guys. I know some of you guys have checked out, because I know the numbers have been less. Hey, let me know if you guys still here. I'm still here doing my thing. I've just been working out and doing a lot, trying to get myself in shape, because you know, I want to look better and be better, and I've lost 10 pounds so far. I know you guys probably can't tell, but I've been doing my thing. So, you know, in the back end on my own personal stuff, but you know, it is what it is. So with that being said, y'all, it's your boy E2 Blue, always keeping it real. I'll talk to y'all soon. Y'all have a great Sunday.